There's nothing like knowing that the weekend is practically here. To know that the weekend is practically here. But on that note, happy Friday, everybody. Yep, it's Friday. Arguably one of the best days of the week. It is. Yeah, some things can be a drag on Friday. Don't even need to tell you about what happened on day 63. But that's something for another day. And actually, no, it wasn't day 63. That was day 60. Yeah, it was day 61, actually. It was day 61. Holy cow. Yeah. See? I pay attention to these things, ladies and gentlemen. I have to. It allows me to function. It allows me to grow. It allows me to make sure I'm on my toes. Hey, you never know. Someone's going to keep on... Someone outside of me is definitely keeping track of all these videos. And I know for a fact, if I'm wrong about something, somebody's only going to complain. Which, yeah, let them. I'm not going to let that get to me. Believe me, I have a lot of things in my life get to me, and I've missed out on a lot of things. In fact, as you all very well may know, it took me a long time for me to feel comfortable on camera. And now I am. Which is why I do these videos now anyway. But with that said, so yeah. Honestly, it was a pretty relaxing Friday. You know, I did everything I set out to do, and honestly, in some free time I had, I actually took some paper and scissors and did the whole thing where, like, you fold one side, flip it around, fold the other side, and keep going, and try to make like those little accordion like things or whatever. Yeah, I'm sure someone is, I hope, going to know what I'm talking about, but if they don't, well, I guess now you know. So, yeah. You know, sometimes I do wonder sometimes, like, and I have given this a lot of thought, I really have. Like, I am good at art, or any kind of thing like that, if I'm given some sort of direction to do so. Like, if, for example, you were to tell me, okay, here's a pencil, paper, you know, draw this, and I'll do it to the best of my ability. But if you just give me that and don't tell me anything, I'm like, what am I supposed to do? I mean, I know what a pencil is used for. I know what paper is used for. In fact, one thing I know for a fact they have in common is that they are made of wood. So, again, what is it that you would want me to do? But in any case, there's the whole concept with, you know, just, again, I need direction, ladies and gentlemen. That's just how I function. That's how I roll. And again, I take direction very well. I mean, those of you who know me throughout Horseheads and Trinity Poly know that I did plays. And, you know, I do have I won't say a full-on passion for Broadway or the theater. I mean, I love it. I love theater. I do. I love theater. I love musicals. If yesterday's video was any indication of that whatsoever, you know, I do like that stuff. I dig it. It's cool. But at the same time, you know, there are lots of other things I like. You know, I like food. I mean, I talked about food on here so many times, it's unbelievable. You know, I talked about, you know, Cuca Lake, Trinity Poly, Horseheads, you know, places I like, things I like, all that stuff. And, you know, things are just going to be different for everybody. I'm not going to judge. I mean, and here's another example of how open I am. I mean, I stated before, I don't like the Philadelphia Eagles, but I like some of the players on them. And I'm not just going to straight up give absolute hatred or dislike to a Philadelphia Eagles fan. I mean, I am a sports fan, and I do get a little passionate about my beloved Dallas Cowboys, which reminds me, go Cowboys. But, I'm not gonna, if they want to make fun of me, that's fine. Partly because it's not going to take another 52 years before the Dallas Cowboys win a Super Bowl. Boom! Okay. Sometimes it so frightens me that we live in an era where the Eagles have actually won the Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. And it is frightening. Very frightening. But I guess there can be worse. Well, in terms of the NFL, it really doesn't get much worse. But in overall life, it really could get much worse. I'm not going to let that get me down, and you shouldn't let that get you down either. So, honestly, overall, this week's been pretty solid. Been doing a little bit more yoga, which I like. To be perfectly honest, I almost did it today, but I'm like, nah. I think I'm just going to sit down and relax and have a little me time. And possibly think about what today's video is going to be. And after all that, I came to one conclusion. I had no idea what today's video was going to be about in any way, shape, or form. But, whatever. It's cool. I'll just make stuff up as I go. Even though I just said, unless I have direction, I will be completely still and have no idea what I'm doing. Although I suppose an argument can be made that I have no idea what I'm doing right now. But, what else is there to, talk about, whatever? Let's see. Well, I don't know. At my secret location that I'm at right now, I will say the weather's been pretty solid. It's actually only rained like once, and that was at nighttime. Although, I actually was asked a question earlier this morning. And the question is, what's your favorite sound that does not involve any music at all? And, the first thing I thought of was the sounds of silence. But, come on. You're not going to ask me that and not even think of that song, which, come to think of it, I should probably get that on my iPod. Note to self. Get Sounds of Silence by Simon and Garfunkel on my iPod. Hey, I think I actually got the name of the band right. The band is only two people, and again, there's such a thing as a one-man band, so two-man band, perfectly feasible. So, yeah. There's that, which, it's cool. What else? Well, I actually just got a text from my brother earlier. Him and his wife and his in-laws are actually in Ireland right now. So, I'm pretty sure I may have pointed this out way back on St. Patrick's Day. I'm pretty sure I'm about somewhere between 62 and 66% Irish. Although, that does actually remind me of a funny story back at Horseheads. This is not a radar report, by the way. But, what happened was, as some of you may know, I wrestled in high school. And there was this one guy who I actually have talked about in the past. He's basically the reason why I'm proud of all of the Irish blood that is in me. And, it's wrestling. We're guys. We're going to joke a lot. And honestly, I took myself a lot more seriously than I do now. In fact, I'll put it to you this way. If there's a scale, up here I took myself the most serious, and, down here, hey, I actually got it right in terms of what my hands supposed to look like doing this. Anyway, if, 2 serious is up here, and, not really serious at all is down here. I was like far up here at Horseheads. And trading piling, it actually went down quite a bit. I mean, I still took myself seriously, but I was a little more cautious and open to things. So again, thank you, trading piling. And then, you know, over time, you know, just got less and less, and yeah. I guess come to think of it, it could attest to the fact that I make these videos now. So, what do you know? I came in here not having a clue as to what I was going to say in today's video, only to discuss a potential reason for why I make these videos at all. So, I guess the moral here is time heals all wounds, I suppose? I think that works. But you can interpret it as however you want. Just like you could watch this video however you want. But, you know, things happen. I'm not gonna let anything, you know, ruin that. Because there's always gonna be something bad that happens. There's always gonna be something bad that's gonna make you remember a bad thing. But one thing I have learned to do over time is accept myself for who I am, what I've done, stay true to that, and forgive myself for things that I've done in the past. And it's honestly one of the reasons why, you know, I'm a lot more open to things. I mean, honestly, if you were to tell me about, say, a year ago, that I'd actually be making videos, and I would have a YouTube page, and an Instagram, I don't think I would ever laugh in your face, but I would be stunned that I've actually come this far. And again, when you think about it, I've made videos for 221 days straight now. Today would make 222. Hey, triple twos. But if I was able to do this, as of right now, 222 times, and that's not even including the days I did two-parters, so it's actually even more than that, I get the feeling that one day in the future, I'm going to get to 2,222. Quadruple twos. But I think I should probably just take that one day at a time. How about I do half that? 333. Actually, that would be this year. So, that works. And now I just realized there was something I was going in at yesterday that I forgot to talk about today. So, you know what? If I am going to do another TP Tales or a Raider Report, I think I'll do it when it comes to me. Just like pretty much everything else that's coming to me right now. But one thing that technically this did come to me, but one thing that's never going to change is that I'm humbled I made this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy for today. I'm hopeful we all had a wonderful Friday. And remember, if any of you guys ever want to talk or chat, I'll always be here to lend an ear, and I'll always have your back. So take care. And you know what? I think I'm going to try doing what I did a few days ago, having my video in the morning. I really think I can work around this. So, keep your fingers crossed. Take care, everybody.